Have you ever been in a place where you felt like you had nothing left? Bills piling up, stress weighing you down, and no idea how you're going to make it? If that's you, this message is for you. Today, I want to share a powerful Bible story about a woman who thought she had nothing, until God showed her otherwise. In 2 Kings 4, we meet a widow who had just lost her husband. Back then, if a man died with debt, his family was responsible for paying it. And if they couldn't, the creditors could take her sons as slaves. She was desperate. She had nothing left, except for one small jar of oil. But she didn't let fear stop her. She sought out the prophet Elisha, a man of God. She cried out to Elisha, telling him her situation. And instead of handing her money or giving her an easy way out, Elisha asked her one question: "What do you have in your house?" She answered, "Nothing, except a small jar of oil." Elisha told her, "Go around and ask your neighbors for empty jars. Don't ask for just a few. Then go inside, shut the door, and pour oil into all the jars." Can you imagine what she must have thought? She only had a little oil. How could she possibly fill multiple jars? But instead of questioning, she obeyed. She took action in faith. As she poured, the oil didn't stop flowing. Every single jar was filled. When there were no more jars left, the oil stopped. She went back to Elisha, and he told her, "Sell the oil, pay your debts, and you and your sons can live on what is left." Not only did God provide for her debts, but he gave her enough to sustain her future. This story isn't just about a widow, it's about you and me. How many times do we focus on what we don't have? But God is asking, what do you have? He can take the little you have and multiply it beyond what you can imagine. If this message spoke to you, hit like to encourage others, subscribe for more Bible-based wisdom, and share this with someone who needs to be reminded that God is still in the business of miracles. Drop a comment below. What is one thing you're trusting God to provide in your life? Let's lift each other up in faith. God is your provider.